Most people think control means being rigid, cold, emotionless. They think control is suppression. They think it means denying what you feel. They are wrong. Control is not about killing emotion. Control is about mastering reaction, because the moment you lose control, you give power away. To your emotions, to other people, to circumstances you cannot control. Look at how most people live. They react to everything. A message, a comment, a problem. One emotion decides their entire day. This is not strength. This is slavery. If you cannot control your reactions, you are not free. The modern world is built to steal control from you. Notifications, noise, constant stimulation. Your attention is under attack every single day. And what you do not control will control you. Control begins with awareness. Awareness of your thoughts. Awareness of your impulses. Awareness of your habits. Most people never pause. They never question. They just react. Control starts in the pause. That moment between stimulus and response. That is where power lives. An uncontrolled mind reacts. A controlled mind chooses. And choice is everything. When you choose discipline over comfort, you gain control. When you choose silence over reaction, you gain control. When you choose focus over distraction, you gain control. Control is built through standards. Standards for how you speak. Standards for how you act. Standards for how you treat yourself. If you allow chaos in small things, you will lose control in big things. Most people want freedom but refuse structure. They want results but reject responsibility. Control requires structure, routine, boundaries, rules you do not negotiate with. Not because life should be rigid, but because discipline creates freedom. Control is not about doing more. It is about doing less, but better. Less distraction, less noise, less emotional decision-making. Control your morning, and you control your day. Control your habits, and you control your future. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your level of control. Think about this. How many times have you said, "I will start tomorrow"? That is not a time problem. That is a control problem. How many times have you reacted emotionally and regretted it later? That is not personality. That is lack of control. Control is trained, just like discipline, just like strength. You train it by resisting small impulses, not checking your phone immediately, not speaking when silence is better, not quitting when discomfort appears. Each small win builds authority over yourself, and self-control is the highest form of power, because no one can take it from you. When you control yourself, no one can manipulate you. No situation can break you. This is why control is dangerous, not to you, but to the world that profits from your distraction. A controlled mind cannot be easily influenced, cannot be easily sold to, cannot be easily distracted. Control creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence. And confidence changes how you move through life. You stop reacting. You start deciding. You stop chasing. You start building. You stop negotiating with weakness. Control is not loud. It is calm, silent, precise. It is choosing progress when no one is watching. It is doing the right thing without applause. If you want a different life, you need a different level of control. Not someday, not later, now. Control your thoughts. Control your reactions. Control your habits. Because the more control you build, the less chaos you allow. And in a world full of noise, control is power. Build control. Master yourself. Control your mind. Control your actions. Control your life.